Look at that. Big beards can be fun. Big beards can look good. But this big boy needs some taming. And today we're gonna cut it and dye it with women's hair dye. Because you probably shouldn't. Can we make our beard look thicker and fuller and more luscious? Oh, that's got dye on it. Just rub dye on mine. Oh. Or am I gonna go ginger? That is going a really weird colour. So we're back with another beard tutorial, but today's one's a little bit fun because I thought we'd try something that nobody ever says you can do. Dyeing your own beard at home, but not with that awful, what's it called? Just for men. No, because let's be honest, that stuff should be just for the bin. No. I mean, if you go into the supermarket, you'll see the bloke section is like two things. It's just for men black, which looks like you've just drawn your face with a permanent marker, or just for men brown, which is black spelt B-R-O-W-N. Yet if you go into the women's section, it's a foray of beautiful colours, rouges and browns and reds and tones and neons. That got me leading to thinking, in a world where gender has meant less than ever, I thought I'd test some boundaries. So I picked up a popular women's hair dye. Important things to note about this. I don't know what I've picked, kind of. My natural colour is this. Like this is, you can see there's tones, there's browns, some darker, some lighter, some wisdom creeping in there. This says permanent, natural brown result. You do not want anything that isn't permanent. Otherwise it's gonna wash out in really weird patches and look pretty crap after like 2 weeks. I have dyed my beard before, but a hairdresser has always done it. I saw how they did it, so I got an idea. A smidge of an idea. But I bought two, because this says dark brown, and then a number 4. This says dark golden brown, and this is a 4.3. I'm not entirely sure what the difference is. 0.3 thing here, apparently, I think that's something to do with other tones put in it. So it should give me more like natural browns and things getting picked up in there. Or could turn my beard ginger. So this is gonna be my backup. We're gonna try the fun one. What we're also gonna be doing is taking out a lot of the weight from this beard because it has just got way too heavy and big and unmanageable. Now in previous tutorials I have showed you how to cut a spade beard in that I've had before, but we're gonna do something a little bit different this time. I'm gonna try and keep a bit more length at the front here, but take all of this weight out. What it doesn't do, when I look down, doesn't end up having all these bits splaying out. Super annoying. Tools that you're gonna need for this. I've got myself the Chemi 2600 and it is a brilliant piece of kit. A number 3 and a number 4 guard. I'm going to show you how to use those to help tidy up your beard, and also if you want to just put a little bit of fade in the top here. I've also got this really cool Chemi foil shaver. Now this is a nifty little piece of kit and was simply ordered off AliExpress. It is a dual system, so you have the foil shavers at the front and then to the rear you have just like this additional clippers setup. Now it's a very basic clipper but it's super useful. This is going to be brilliant for lining up your beard. I also have another pair of skeleton clippers. Now these are just more for the finer details, doing like some of the edging. These again were another AliExpress purchase and they seem to be okay, although they are not the best quality. Also going to need one of these backless brushes, a boar bristle brush. Get what a hairdresser has, they have them for a reason. This thing, a mixer brush for, you know, mix, slap, ta-da! Cheap, easy to purchase, Amazon. Right, so let's get to it. Let's start taking and shaping this beard down and getting out all this back weight and neatening it up and see if we can keep that length. Now I have already blow dried my beard, so I've made sure that it is nice and straight. Well, not straight or straightened, but you know, everything, all the hairs are in order, nothing is tangled. You wouldn't have your hair cut if it was all knotted up. Same applies to the beard. So we've got camera 1 and we have camera 2, so you can get some more of the close-ups of what I'm doing here. We're going to start by lining up the beard. I have made my beard a little bit higher. I used to shave it down to here. You should be able to see that slight difference. So as I bring this beard up at the back, by bringing up this line here, I'm keeping that depth and thickness, but actually I'm going to lose all this annoying weight here that keeps splaying out. So I'm going to use the foils now just to take off all those cheek hairs. And it's important here that you make sure that your beard starts at the same point on either side of your head. So I'm looking for midway between that weird little ear flappy bit there. Now we do have that nice angle coming in. Next up we're going with the number 4 blade. Going go down with the beard. What we're not doing is cutting in. So we're just going straight down, start to kind of take the weight out of that beard. We're going to go all the way up to the mustache chin edge here on both sides. So you can see here it's sat much flatter already here. Even if I push that out there, look, see how we're not getting as much. My jaw base is here and I want to leave a little bit behind, and by doing that what happens is whenever I turn my head it doesn't stretch the skin and leave a big bald patch here with the jaw protruding out. We always want to cover the back end of that jaw just by about a centimetre. So I'm just going to neaten up that edge here now. So we go in and away, in and away. Okay, so we've got our top edges done, we've got our rear jawline sorted out. So now it's a matter of working off the back edge of that jaw and then angling the beard down from there. So I'm going to find the edge of the jaw, I'm going to cut in here and then make lines all the way down where I want to get to. Bristle brush comes in. The reason these are good is because they don't create any static electricity. I can't wait to get rid of this bit. Oh, so annoying. Jaw is here and we go just underneath. If I brush this out, you should be able to see all of this here is no longer there. We're starting to add a shape in, but we've taken all that weight out. I'm going to do the same on the other side. You can see on both sides now I've done the same thing, taking that weight out. I've only come up to here, taking that wedge out. Now what I'm going to do is tip my head back and I'm going to take out the weight from underneath. I'm just going to shape the bottom a little bit here, take off any of the dead edges. Important that you do constantly keep brushing things through, brush it up, brush it out, so that you can check side to side. It's a nice even shape all the way around. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to brush it through long bits here, tapering this in and slowly just working that length away. By tipping my head back, what I do is give myself a straight line back into the neck that I can aim for. Then my head comes down, it's leaving me with that nice angle. And go as low as possible until I catch hair. At no point when I'm going back am I ever going higher than 2 above my Adam's apple. Okay, so now just I'm taking a look at the shape from left to right. You can see here it's kicking in a little bit more than it is here. I'm just going to see if that is because I've cut it or whether the beard is just kinking a little bit. Do that by brushing it out and softly just back down. What you don't want to do when you're brushing is brush in and under because it can give you a false kink. You see? Now it's not doing it. I'm very happy with that. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to neaten up the edge here. I'm going to bring it to a little bit more of a point, not much more. You can leave it like this if you wanted. Okay, so now what I want to do is just take off any of the little loosey-goosies on the sides. No guard, and you literally just straight down, just on the edge of the line, just in front of all the nice neat hairs, and then any that are sticking out, obviously from the neat hairs, will just get clipped off. Steady hand, straight down. Okay, next up we're going to be doing the lip. Again, it's where the ball brush comes in. Brush it down. This is the mustache hair here. The long hairs are just here. I will, from the mouth edge, trim my mustache along. I'll use the skeleton for that one. It's up to you at this point how much lip you want to show. I like to kind of go enough so it's not going in my mouth, so when I eat and drink and all that, it's absolutely not even a thought, but not enough to have kind of a little bit of a pedo stash going on. My lips are actually quite, I've got chunky lips. Oh, lips are there. Boo, 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 boo. There's not a lot, so it just leaves, it's not thick enough. That's why I go a little bit just halfway down the lip. You're going to pull away the mustache hair that you want to keep long, and then you just run it along to the corner of the mouth. Always remember what the second half of the blade's doing, because you wouldn't want to actually zing and catch all of this. And just make sure that none of the ends need trimming. If they're looking a little bit dead, a little bit split. Let's take off these edges here. Always turn it off in between. Ooh, look at that. Look at that's crazy. Literally just jink. So if we brush this out, we have a really nice, even cut beard. So when we brush it down, it sits nice and easy. Length at the front, complement the jawline, and that feels so much lighter and so much nicer. This is also going to be less affected by wearing things around and on your face like motorbike helmets, or even if you're just into lots of sports, running, sweating, anything like that. It's just going to distort less and be easier to just pull back with your hands and at least keep in some kind of uniform shape. So I'm telling you now, fellas, if you look like you've been dragged out of a hedge or a cave, the only person who thinks that's cool is you, which is fine. But if you want, people to appreciate your beard and say nice things, I said there's a little hint about fading in the beard at the top. I actually don't need to do this because there actually seems to be a natural fade out here, but if you did have thick bushy hair here, all you would do is take a number 3 guard. You can see there's almost a triangle point here to the base of the ear and across, but at an angle. You just start at the top and you just go against the hair. Whereas with the number 4, we went down with the hair, going in and away, in and away. Do the first little top triangle, see how that looks, and then go as deep as you like. I know some people like to fade them right out to the base here. Or you want to take a little more, you then take it down to number 2, and then go halfway up to where you've done your base for the number 3, and just start feathering that in there. It's kind of bulletproof, but mine is too short for that even to grab. So I'm really, really happy with that. I've kept a lot of that length, got rid of the weight. Perfect, exactly what I was hoping for. So the question is, using women's hair dye, which is way cheaper than men's, can we make our beard look thicker and fuller and more luscious? Or am I gonna go ginger? I can't hope it goes ginger. Tomorrow morning, we're gonna do this so that we can see it in the natural light, because right now, it's just black outside. Black, 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 black. Currently editing the first part of the video now, and this is daylight here. So these are my natural brownie tones. So here you go, the before. So let's see if it goes ginger. So if we still the back of here, it does give you a guide of what to expect with your hair colours. So we're expecting this kind of thing. Instructions, developer cream, and then the colour. Now, obviously this is designed for long hair. This is designed to treat a lot more than just this. So this means that one of these, I reckon you get about 4 treatments out of this. So this is a 60ml and this is a 40. So if you use 15ml of this each time, 10ml of that each time, and jobs are good. These cost around £4.50 to £5 compared to the beard stuff from Just Men, which costs £7 and £8, as you can see here. This is cheap as chips. £1.50 a go? Because we're going to need to reseal this bottle. This stuff will oxidize if you leave it in the air. Unscrew this rather than snap. Okay, so this does say leave to develop for 15 minutes. 15 minutes. So that is 10 more minutes than it says for the beard ones, which say 5 minutes. But 5 minutes to develop hair? That doesn't sound normal. When people go into hairdressers and have stuff done, it's like 30 minutes. So I feel a bit better that this takes longer, even though that's more awkward. That's 15. 10. Nailed it! Boom! So that's what we are left with. Timer ready to go. And I think you start that from when you've put it all on, as long as I'm not too slow. That is strong. I wonder if the beard ones are like that. That might be a drawback of this. I'm going to just start from underneath and kind of paint my way forwards. And then I just got some tissue here to wipe any excess. Here we go. Painting. Oh, maybe I should wear gloves. Are there gloves? There should be gloves. Oh, crap.
Take my good hand.
Paint. Ah, that's better. This is the bit I reckon might look thicker. Oh, it's making my eyes water. Oh, I'm actually crying. Oh, that's got dye on it. Just rub dye in my eye. Ah! Oh. That was a schoolboy error. Well, if you've got a cold, it beats Vicks Vapor. Right, I'm going to start a timer. It is looking a little bit ginger. I think when you're using ones with tones in, I think you definitely need to leave it to sit a bit longer than the just flat colour ones. I mean, I'd rather it went too dark than went like full ginger tinge. Can you see the ginger tinge? Or is that just me? So there we go, we've used all of it. Get it off the skin to make sure it doesn't stain. All in all, really kind of minimal fuss. So 11 minutes in, and that is going a really weird colour. Oh, okay, so I've left it on for an extra 5 minutes because I'm just worried that those tones are looking a bit coppery. So now, I'm gonna shower it off, and then I will leave it wet, come back to you, and we will dry it together. Prepare for a ginger tinge. Okay, I haven't looked in any mirrors myself. Ready? Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, that's really not too bad at all. Oh, I genuinely thought it was going to come out ginge. Look at that. I mean, it's still damp, but here's the colour that's come out. What do we think? I mean, my natural colour is a little bit dark anyway, so we expect it to come out a little dark. I did leave it in for 20 minutes instead of 15, but it did say you can leave it in for up to 25. It does look thicker though. So I'm going to hairdryer with the brush as I showed you, redo my lines, watch a bit of... Well, that's not good. Are you still going to work? Are you going to kill me? So there we have it. This is the finished result. Even in the light, there's a bright light, and you can see some of those tones coming through a little bit, but definitely no ginger tinge. It's not too dark, it's not too light. What do you think? Success? Would you try it? Is it worth it? Is it better than the beard ones? I've not used the beard ones before. We could probably try one next time, but to be fair, for the sake of this ended up costing £1.50, I might keep this up. In terms of it looking fuller, I do think it looks thicker, but mainly here, you can see the depth a little bit more. You can see a bit more of those finer hairs, more visible now. It's not a huge difference, but I think if you compare the two, definitely an improvement. So here we are, this is actually a couple of weeks later, and as you can see, the colour has stayed really well. I've been very happy with it. The beard style has been super easy to maintain. Did this make a huge difference? No, but that's a good thing. You definitely don't want it to look like you dyed your beard when you dye your beard. You want it to be subtle. You want it to just emphasise the good features that you already have. That's the goal, and I think it achieved it. For £1.12? Did I get it right? So for me, in contrast of having the blonde in the hair, there's a little bit of darkness, like more fuller darkness, that's the world's worst description, a more uniform colour through my beard, gives me that nice contrast from, you know, hair to hair. What do you think? Do you, would you? Would you, do you, would you? I got a cool retro watch. So, overall, would I do it again? Yes, I would. It doesn't seem to have damaged the hair. It was super cheap and easy to do. Nothing really went wrong. What else you want to see? What else you want to try? I mean, it would have been funny if it went ginger. I mean, that just would have been hilarious. And I'm not above trying stuff that might be fun. In fact, the next thing I think I'm going to do is I'm going to generate some AI images and cut my hair like one of the AI images. What do you reckon? Thumbs up, thumbs down, let me know in the comments. Okay, so we have a ton of AI images, and I'm going to take one of these to the hairdressers and get my hair cut like one of them. So if you don't want to miss that, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, do all those good things. And all of these things help the channel as a whole, and I really appreciate you guys. Love you. And also don't forget to catch up on the vlogs, because I just had a new baby girl, and it's been hell. I'll see you in the next one.